Wait. Kung papunta ka ng Hong Kong Disneyland, anong rides ba ang dapat unahin? Paano ba dapat yung ruta mo sa loob? In this video, we'll share with you a sample itinerary na sa tingin namin ay ang most ideal way para ma-maximize ang time mo sa Hong Kong Disneyland. So, stay tuned! Hey there, Peter! We are Vince and Josh and nakapag Hong Kong Disneyland na kami 6 times. Sinasabi ko yan, not to brag, pero para alam nyo na this itinerary that I'm about to share with you is based on experience. Almost every time we visit kasi nakaka-experience kami ng at least 11 rides. Sometimes 12, sometimes 14, sometimes 15, pero never below 11 kahit walang pass. Hindi namin sinasabi na yung pag-follow sa itinerary na to will make you experience lahat ng rides. Kasi depende pa rin yan sa napakaraming variables. Wait times, weather, and show schedules. Think of this as more like a route lang, a walking route. Pero you still need to make your own decisions when you're already there given the circumstances. Pero bago yan, we need your help kasi nawawala na kami sa mga recommendations ni YouTube. So, please like and comment on this video or just answer our Tipiter question of the day. Kung pupunta or babalik ka sa Hong Kong Disneyland, sino yung gusto mong kasama? Yung pinakagusto mong makasama? Post nyo na lang sa comment section below. And of course, kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell beside it, and select all para hindi mo ma-miss yung mga future informative videos natin. Okay, back to Disneyland, pero bago ko himayin yung itinerary, there are some things na you need to do before you even visit. First of all, bago ka pumunta sa Disneyland, make sure you have good, sufficient breakfast. Yung paglalakad-lakad kasi sa kahit anong Disney park, hindi yan walk in the park. It can be pretty exhausting, lalo na kapag ka maaraw at mainit. So, dapat prepared ka with enough energy. Also, kasi gaya ng na-establish namin sa previous videos, mahal kasi ang pagkain sa loob. So, kung kaya nyong mag-breakfast, kahit 1 meal lang sa labas, then makakatipid din kayo. Number 2, download the Hong Kong Disneyland app, yung official app. It will show you not just the map of the park and yung directions, but also yung mga wait times for each attraction na magiging crucial sa paggawa nyo ng decisions kung alin ba yung uunahin. Yes, we follow this itinerary na i-share namin sa inyo, but feel free to adjust. If kung ang wait time for an attraction is masyadong matagal, kahit na sinabi namin na ito yung isunod nyo sa itinerary, then rearrange a few items. Number 3, visit on a weekday to ensure na mas marami kayong rides na masasakyan. I-avoid nyo yung weekends, kahit Mondays and holidays din. Tuesday to Thursday talaga yung best period. And mas mura din yung ticket sa ganyang araw. And of course, be familiar with the lay of the land para hindi kayo paikot-ikot lang. Ito ang Hong Kong Disneyland. Ito yung mapa niya. It is the smallest Disney resort in the world, pero meron siyang 8 themed areas or zones that you can explore. Yung una, Main Street USA. Ito yung unang bubulaga sa'yo pagpasok mo ng entrance gates. This is a turn-of-the-century American street na mostly souvenir shops and dito rin okay manood ng parade. Next, Adventureland. A lush jungle escape with river cruises, tribal drums, and yung pinakagitna, yung treehouse ni Tarzan. Fantasyland, ito yung siguro unang napipicture natin kapag nag-i-imagine tayo ng Disneyland kasi fairy tale yung vibe dito. Tomorrowland naman yung sci-fi playground nila na ngayon ay dominated by Marvel and Star Wars na theme. Toy Story Land, nandito yung dalawa sa pinaka-extreme na rides, pero very kiddie yung atmosphere dito pa rin. Kasama rin ang Grizzly Gulch, Mystic Point, and syempre itong Arendelle World of Frozen. Huwag kayo mag-alala, isa-isahin natin yan mamaya. Pero one thing that you have to know is currently, ang Hong Kong Disneyland ay nag-o-offer ng early park entry pass. Add-on ito on top of the regular ticket. For an additional fee, this pass will allow you to access yung World of Frozen na zone an hour earlier than the official opening of the park. So let's say na ang opening ng park ay 10 a.m., pwede ka nang pumasok sa World of Frozen as early as 9 a.m. 1 hour lang yon, isipin nyo, parang ay, ang iksi naman. Pero that's a big head start. And it should be enough para ma-explore nyo yung World of Frozen. Yung mga rides doon, masakyan. This sample itinerary will still work kahit wala ka nitong early park entry. So you don't really have to get it if ayaw mong gumastos ng additional. But if your budget allows, go for it kasi worth it siya. Mas worth it ito kaysa doon sa Disney Premier Pass na inexplain ko na doon sa Disneyland Travel Guide natin na video. Hanapin nyo na lang yon kung bakit sa tingin ko ay hindi sulit yon. Mas sulit itong Early Park Entry Pass. To avail of it, open your Klook mobile app and just search The Poor Traveler. Tapos hintayin nyo na lumabas yung The Poor Traveler Creator Shop. Dun sa results, click nyo yon, The Poor Traveler Creator Shop. Tapos yun, dadalhin na kayo dun sa shop namin sa Klook. Kung sa laptop or desktop naman kayo mas nagbubok, punta lang kayo sa www.thepoortraveler.net/shop and it will lead you to our creator shop din. And isave nyo na rin and i-bookmark itong creator shop namin para madali nyo mabalikan in the future. Either way, pagdating nyo sa shop namin, scroll down a bit and may makikita kayong Hong Kong section. Select Hong Kong Disneyland Park ticket. And sa next page, pwede na kayo mag-book ng ticket. Tapos, hanapin nyo lang yung may kasamang Early Park Entry Pass. Kapag meron ka nitong pass na to, arrive at Hong Kong Disneyland at least an hour before the scheduled opening time, tapos hanapin mo yung staff member na merong ganitong sign. Kasi merong special na entrance route para sa mga may ganitong pass. Hindi siya dun sa main entrance gate dadaan.
So, inabil namin yung early pass. So, we avoided the long lines. Very smooth lang yung pagpasok namin dito sa loob. Ang purpose na kaya kami nag-avail para mahabol namin yung Frozen. Since may kasama kaming mga senior citizens na medyo hirap sa paglalakad, minabuti na namin i-avail yun para kahit paano may advantage kami. So yun. Okay. So let's go.
Kapag nakapasok na kayo, you'll get to see Disneyland without the crowd. So, minsan matatempt kayo na magandang magpa-picture kasi ito yung unang salvo nyo. Kaya lang, wag muna kayo magpa-picture. Ang i-prioritize nyo talaga is yung World of Frozen. Dumiretso kayo doon sa World of Frozen na nasa other end of the park. Kasi sayang yung oras, sayang yung 1 hour na early access na binayaran nyo kung sasayangin nyo lang sa pagpapapicture na pwede nyo namang puntahan mamaya. If you don't have an early park entry pass, okay lang yan. Show up early pa rin and make your way to World of Frozen just the same kapag nagbukas na. So, explore na natin ang World of Frozen. Siguro nagtatanong ka, pero Yosh, kung wala ako nitong early park entry pass, bakit kailangan ko pa rin unahin yung World of Frozen? Literally, nandun siya sa other side nga from the entrance. Ang layo. That's because isa ito talaga sa pinaka-popular na themed areas ng Disneyland. Lalo na itong Frozen Ever After na ride. And yung pila dito, mabilis talagang humaba habang nagpo-progress yung day. Until siguro late afternoon or early evening. But by then, baka pagod ka na, nabalikan ito. So for me, it's best na i-prioritize nyo ito kasi it's really good. Arguably the hottest ride sa Hong Kong Disneyland these days. And talagang dinudumog ito. So, just get it out of the way first. And pagdating nyo dito, we'll go on a boat cruise across a charming snowy village. Tapos may animatronics ni na Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf. Tapos kumakanta sila ng soundtrack ng Frozen. But beware, meron itong a few surprises up its sleeve. Not too wild, pero sobrang fun. And while you're already here in Arendelle, take the time to also try yung Wandering Oaken Sliding Sleighs. Family-friendly roller coaster ito na also inspired by Frozen. Kapag tapos na kayo dito sa Frozen na themed area, make your way out papunta sa Fantasyland. If may natitira pang time sa 1 hour na early access nyo, go ride whatever you can dito sa Fantasyland, Lake Dumbo Flying Elephant, and the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh kasi bukas na rin yung mga yan. But if ubus na yung 1 hour head start nyo, just keep walking south until you see this giant statue of Woody. Welcome to Toy Story Land. Dito sa Toy Story Land, meron lang 3 rides. Yung una na isa-suggest ko na dapat top priority nyo ay itong RC Racer. And let me tell you, this one looks way friendlier than it feels. Kasi para itong Anchors Away sa Enchanted Kingdom, pero mas malala or mas bongga, depende sa perspective nyo. Mas wild ba? Ganon. Grabe yung thrill nito na hindi mo alam kung sisigaw ka ba or matatawa. So ako, wala, ginagawa ko na lang pareho. Sumisigaw tapos tumatawa at the same time. So, ganun siya ka-insane for me. Gusto namin na i-prioritize mo to kasi yung linya dito, ang bagal umusad kapag humaba na. So, habang maaga pa, tapusin mo na to kasi sobrang fun ito. Then after this, walk across to Toy Soldier Parachute Drop. Masaya dito yung hang time na tinatawag. Yung kapag nasa ere ka, tapos ibababa ka niya kasi ng paulit-ulit. Hindi siya kasing lala ng RC Racer, pero andun pa rin yung feeling of weightlessness kapag nasa ere ka. Yung parang butterflies sa stomach, yung ganong feeling. Ang daming ganon dito. Parang kinikiliti yung tiyan mo. And pwede yung mga bata rin dito. Yun nga lang, sobrang popular din ito. So expect na hahaba din talaga yung pila and mabagal talaga umusad yung pila dito. Kung mag-isa ka, good. Kasi you can easily bypass yung pila kasi this is the only ride sa Hong Kong Disneyland na merong special solo rider lane. Ano ba yan? So, basically, yung ride kasi na to, merong siyang gondola na kaya hanggang 6 na riders. Tapos, syempre may mga group na 5 lang sila, may group na 4, so merong mga bungi-bungi. And pinapalsak nila doon yung mga nasa solo rider. And normally, konti lang yung may solo rider eh. Marami rin hindi nakakaalam na merong solo rider lane dito. So kapag ka solo ka, makakaupo ka kaagad. Mas maiksi yung pila. Kung grupo kayo, pwede nyo pa rin i-take advantage ito. Pero know na kung dito kayo pipila sa solo rider, magkakahiwa-hiwalay kayo ng group. If you want to save time, go for it. Kahit this once lang, okay lang na magkahiwa-hiwalay kayo. Right across from the parachute drop is the Slinky Dog Spin. Ito naman yung tamest and mildest sa mga rides dito sa Toy Story Land. Very demure, very mindful. Cheka. Basically, si Slinky Dog lang siya trying to catch his tail. Super fun siguro to for small kids, pero bilang malaki na ako, hindi ko to na-enjoy. Wala, hindi, basta ako, na-try ko na lang siya once, tapos hindi ko na siya inulit. Nakakahilo lang siya. So, siniskip ko lang to. Once you're done with all 3, continue walking forward to the next zone, which is Mystic Point. Alam mo na nasa Mystic Point ka na kapag ka nagbago ng bongga yung scenery. Kasi from Toy Story Land na very kiddie yung vibe, dito iba na yung look. Mapuno na and everywhere you look, may makikita kang mga strange na mga rebulto and mga relics, especially dito sa Garden of Wonders, na mukha lang silang mga estatwa pero may mga optical illusion na effect dito. So, check nyo lang din kahit mabilisan lang. But at the heart of it all, looms the Grand Mystic Manor. Ito yung main attraction dito sa Mystic Point. This is the home of Lord Henry Mystic. Isa siyang explorer na meron siyang alaga na si Albert. And isa to sa pinaka-favorite ko na rides dito sa Hong Kong Disneyland. This is storytelling at its finest. And original concept ito, hindi ito based sa previous na Disney movie, hindi ito retelling ng kung ano. So, ang kagandahan nitong ride na to, trackless siya. So, hindi mo alam kung saang direction pupunta yung ride. And sinusundan nito yung kwento ni Albert na meron siyang ginalaw. Kasi itong si Albert the Monkey, makulit siya malikot. And meron siyang ginalaw na isang parang music box. Tapos because of it, nabuhay yung mga inanimate objects sa loob ng mansion. Parang ganun. Basta, sobrang ganda nito. Don't miss it. And it's indoors, so it will give you a break from the sun din kung mainit. Maliit lang tong Mystic Point. So, just walk a few minutes and makakalabas ka na rin agad after mo nitong ride. Then, you'll be greeted by a mining town. Enter the Grizzly Gulch. Ito naman, unique to sa Hong Kong Disneyland, and pagpasok mo, may makikita kayong mga clapboard buildings, mga props, tapos sa gitna merong, hindi nga gitna sa may dulo may malaking mountain na rocky. Mapapadaan kayo dito sa nakakatakam na Lucky Nugget Saloon kasi maaamoy mo yung fries, tsaka fried chicken. Take-out counter kasi to Pero as appetizing as it may be, wag nyo muna tong pansinin for now. Hindi nyo gugustuhin na busog kayo para sa susunod na ride natin, which is the Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars. Sa unang tingin, mukha lang siyang ordinaryong roller coaster, pero ang dami nitong twist, maraming surprising moments dito. So, don't miss this kung mahilig kayo sa mga rides na thrilling. Favorite part ko nung nag-zoom pabalik yung ride. Yun. After mo dito, pwede ka na mag-lunch. So, pwede kang bumalik dun sa Lucky Nugget Saloon na kanina nga ay nadaanan mo, tapos grab something to eat. It's best to keep your lunch light kasi marami pa tayong sasakyan. And ayaw natin na mag-party sila sa tiyan mo. So, itong food stall na to, okay to kasi mostly chicken, fried chicken, fries, Caesar salad, and pasta salad. So, may variety naman. And mas mabilis kang makakakain dito kaysa sa proper restaurant. Hindi namin to nire-recommend dahil sobrang sarap niya, hindi ganon. Kasi hindi naman, normal lang naman siya. Kundi dahil ito yung pinakamalapit sa area. And also because they sell itong HK Milk Tea Slush with soft serve na ice cream. And nasasarapan kasi talaga ako dito. Kung meron lang kayong isang drink/dessert na pwedeng itry dito sa Hong Kong Disneyland, I think ito yon. It's my favorite. Tapos pag nakuha niyo yung food nyo, you can just find a bench or table in the vicinity. Kung gusto niyo ng completely shaded na area, you can walk papunta dito sa bridge na to. Lagpas na to dito sa Grizzly Gulch. Pero under it, you'll find a set of benches. Pero kung hindi niyo gusto yung menu sa Lucky Nugget Saloon, don't worry. Close to this bridge, you'll find Karibuni Grill. Tapos dito may honey soy chicken wings, may elote or corn on cob, may cheddar cheese hotdog, and may Korean squid na pinitpit na pusit na dried. They also sell yung mga giant turkey legs na sikat dito sa Disneyland. Maraming options dito sa area kaya okay na dito mag-lunch. Pero at this point, wala ka na sa Grizzly Gulch ha. Nasa ibang themed land ka na. Welcome to Adventureland. Adventureland is Disneyland's version of a wild tropical paradise. Yung buong lugar, maraming lush na greenery, tapos may jungle sounds, tapos may drums kang naririnig. At this point, siguro tanghaling tapat na or early afternoon na, and siguro gugustuhin mo na makaiwas sa araw, and we have the best solution for that. This is the Theater in the Wild, where you can catch the Festival of the Lion King, an indoor live Broadway-ish musical with acrobats, fire dancers, and larger-than-life costumes and floats. 30 minutes ang tagal ng show na ito, and maganda to, and wag niyong palagpasin. As of this recording, they have 3 performances sa hapon, 12 p.m., 1:45 p.m., and 4:45 p.m. Pero nagbabago ito mga Mia, so tingnan-tingnan nyo na lang din dun sa app sa araw ng pag-visit nyo. Kung susundan nyo yung itinerary nito, depending on your pace, you should be able to catch either the 12 noon or 1:45 p.m. performance. Actually, again, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, feel free to adjust your itinerary. Kung matapos nyo yung Runaway Minecart na ride before noon and hindi ka pa naman gutom, edi i-catch nyo na yung 12 noon na performance tapos tsahan na kayo mag-lunch after nung show. Wala masyadong pila dito kasi pinupuno nila yung buong theater and malaki yung theater. So kung meron man, mabilis naman siyang gumalaw kasi they can usually accommodate everyone. After the show, head over to the Jungle River Cruise. It's campy, funny, and hindi siya nakakasawa. Especially kasi meron din itong mga little surprises along the way. Maganda rin to na afternoon ride kasi matatakasan mo rin a little bit yung init kasi you're surrounded by water and nasa lilim ka the whole time. Across the land, makikita mo naman itong Tarzan's Treehouse. It's more of an exploration play area than a ride and pwede kang umakyat sa mga rope bridges, may mga wooden walkways din which provide little vignettes from Tarzan's story. Na-try ko na to before once tapos yun na yun, ayoko na siyang ulitin. Hindi kasi siya ride. Ano lang siya, display, ganun. Once you had your dose of jungle fever, it's time to re-enter Fantasyland. But before we continue, kailangan namin kumita to maintain this channel. So if naghahanap ka ng hotel and mga attractions sa Hong Kong, please visit our TPT master list. At dito nakakompile lahat ng mga hotels and attractions na recommended namin per destination. Naka-organize yan. Just visit www.thepoortraveler.net/masterlist. If you decide na sa Klook mag-book, you can use our promo codes for discounts. Use the Poor Traveler Klook for 5% off, maximum of 300 pesos na discount, or TPT Klook 5 for up to 500 pesos off. You can also directly visit www.thepoortraveler.net/klook to automatically redeem our codes. By booking sa mga links na nasa TPT Master List, we get a small commission na walang extra cost to you. May discount ka pa nga, so win-win ito for both of us. We need your help din kasi we don't earn much dito sa YouTube. Anyway, pupunta na nga tayo dito sa next themed land natin, which is Fantasyland. If there's one place sa Hong Kong Disneyland that screams classic Disney, ito yon. Dito, you'll be surrounded by carousels, mga pastel na buildings, and the kind of whimsical soundtrack na parang feeling mo bata ka ulit. It's the heart of the park, and honestly, it's impossible na hindi matuwa dito, especially kapag tinititigan mo na itong Castle of Magical Dreams, nandito yon mismo. Originally, ito yung Sleeping Beauty's castle, pero nirenovate ito a few years ago into a soaring multi-towered centerpiece that represents 13 Disney princesses. And at this point, kalimutan nyo na muna dito sa Fantasyland yung order na sasabihin ko. Tapos, play it by ear. Kasi pag nandito kayo, nakikita nyo na halos lahat ng mga rides dito eh. Kita nyo yung carousel, kita nyo yung Dumbo, kita nyo yung Winnie the Pooh. So, go where the line is the shortest. Kasi meron kayong visibility ng halos lahat. Pero may 2 attractions ako that I want to highlight. Yung una is Mickey's PhilharMagic. This is a 4D musical show where Donald Duck gets into trouble with Mickey's Magical Orchestra. Para ka lang nanonood ng sine pero merong water sprays, may scents, ganon. It's the perfect spot to sit down, cool off, and be swept up in some nostalgia. So, okay din to kapag tanghali, pampalamig, ganyan. Pero, sobrang gusto ko yung show na to, gaya ng sabi ko sa previous videos natin. Lagi ko itong pinapanood, walang palya kapag nasa Disneyland ako. Yung second na gusto naming i-highlight is The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is a family-friendly dark ride na, surprisingly, ay very popular din. I say surprisingly kasi honestly ako, hindi naman ako ganong nag-enjoy dito. Pero yung wait time dito, ang tagal lagi, ang haba-haba ng pila. Pero kung halimbawa, pagdating mo, nakita mo na maigsi lang yung pila, maigsi yung wait time, grab the chance agad kasi nga, mabilis sa haba yan. Dito, sasakay ka ng isang honeypot tapos ipo-follow mo si Pooh and Friends through the 100-acre wood. Cute naman tong ride na to. Very cute. Wala na maiisip na word eh, no? Cute na lang. A little bit trippy, pero hindi nga siya masyadong thrilling. Maliit lang ang Fantasyland and it's packed with attractions. And pang small children, most ng mga rides dito. Pero syempre, adults are also welcome. Kung meron kayong mga kids, wala kayong choice. Talagang masasakyan nyo rin yung mga pambata. Kasi your kids will be insisting na matry ang Cinderella Carousel. So, basically, Grand Carousel lang naman siya. Mad Hatter Teacups, ito yung sasakay ka sa parang tasa, tapos ikot-ikot lang siya. And Dumbo the Flying Elephant, na sasakyan mo naman si Dumbo, tapos iikot-ikot kayo. Para siyang carousel din, pero nasa ere, and nakokontrol mo kung gaano kataas or kababa yung vehicle mo. Actually, na-enjoy ko tong Dumbo na ride, kahit na matanda na ako. But often, when I visit, yung tatlong rides na to, yung Carousel, Teacups, and Dumbo, siniskip ko na to madalas. As you exit Fantasyland, don't miss na kumaliwa, I think kaliwa, sa kaliwa to, dito sa It's a Small World. Nasa medyo paloob pa siya. Basta kakaliwa ka from Fantasyland, tapos lakad kayo paloob. This ride takes you on a boat through colorful sets filled with dolls na nasa traditional costumes from all over the world. Yung version nito ng Hong Kong, mas matagal yung Asia na segment, which is great kasi syempre, Asians tayo. And meron din silang part na about Philippines. May bahay kubot, tapos tumutugtog yung It's a Small World in Filipino. And yes, ma-LSS ka dito sa kanta na to, pero not too long kasi mapapalitan din yan agad ng ibang Disney songs. Tapos, ayun, pag exit mo ng Fantasyland, ang labas mo niyan malapit na sa castle. And dito, there are two things that you might want to catch. Yung una is yung Disney Friends Live Party at the Castle. 15 minutes ito of high-energy concert-style show featuring Mickey and Friends, Duffy and Friends, and of course, some of our favorite Disney princesses like Belle, Tiana, and Aurora. As of this recording, ito yung schedule. So, meron siyang 4:30 p.m., 6 p.m. Pero yung napanood ko is actually 11:30 a.m. na performance. And mga mi, wag niyong gawin yon, sobrang init. Kaya yung mas late afternoon yung itry nyo i-catch. Kasi outdoor to guys. Mainit pag tanghali. Same with Fantastic Parade. Pwede mo rin itong mapanood from this area. Better kung nasa Main Street ka, tawid ka lang. Malapit lang yon from the castle. And this is the biggest parade in Hong Kong Disneyland history, featuring 11 larger-than-life floats na nandyan si Mickey and Friends ulit. Tapos yung mga characters from Toy Story, Zootopia, Encanto, Monsters, Inc., Up, and Inside Out. So, ito nga si Joy and si Sadness. Very festive and grand yung atmosphere dito. Sa ngayon, it happens every 1 p.m. and 5:15 p.m. Yung napanood ko dati was 1 p.m. And again, mainit mga mi. Huwag niyong gawin yan. Doon na tayo sa 5:15. After the parade, it's time to enter another dimension. Well, sort of. Hello to Tomorrowland. Walking into Tomorrowland feels like stepping into a sleek, futuristic sci-fi city. It's like nag-time travel ka bigla. Ang marirecommend namin na i-prioritize nyo here is Hyperspace Mountain kasi sa mga rides dito, I think ito yung pinaka mabagal umusad. This is a Star Wars-themed indoor roller coaster. Magsa-start siya na parang pitch darkness, almost. And then you weave through TIE fighters and laser blasts. Tapos yung soundtrack, syempre, pang Star Wars. May mga sharp turns, pero wala siya nung drop na may weightless feeling chururut. Pero regardless, it's still one of the most exhilarating rides sa buong Hong Kong Disneyland. After this, walk all the way to the other end and you'll find Iron Man Experience, which also happens to be Marvel's first Disney ride in the world. Dito naman, 4D rin yung effect. Sasakay ka sa isang Stark Vision na flight vehicle, tapos susuot ka ng 3D glasses, tapos kunyari may labanan na magaganap dito sa Hong Kong, ganon siya. Masaya siya, nahihilo ako dito, gaya ng sabi ko sa previous video, pero masaya pa rin siya. Konti lang naman yung hilo ko. And then just next door is Ant-Man and the Wasp Nano Battle, which is basically a high-tech shooting game turned ride. Dito, kunyari liliit ka ala Ant-Man, tapos tutulungan mo sila na kalabanin. Tapos, meron kayong laser blasters, tapos babarilin nyo yung mga Hydra bots. It's frantic, fun, interactive, and also competitive kasi pwede kayo magpataasan ng score ng kasama mo, yung katabi mo sa sasakyan. Okay din to for kids and seniors kasi wala itong drops and twists. Yung nanay ko nag-enjoy dito. 68 years old nung time na yon, so pwede to pang senior. Lastly, Orbitron, where you pilot your own retro-styled spaceship. Na-try ko pa lang to once, tapos hindi ko na inulit. Siniskip ko siya kasi medyo similar siya to the Dumbo ride na kaya mong i-control yung taas and baba nung sasakyan. And honestly, kasi usually by this point, pagod na rin ako. And it always looks like I'm not the only one. Na-explore ko na to ng morning, around lunchtime, and early afternoon. And hindi naman siya ganun ka-crowded. Pero mas lalong hindi crowded kapag late afternoon or early evening. In fact, sa Ironman experience and kahit dun sa Ant-Man ride, usually I just walk straight into the ride kasi halos walang pila or maiksi lang yung pila. 3 beses na siguro nangyari sa amin na walang pila. If magutom ka, pwede na kayong dito mag-dinner sa Starliner Diner. And meron sila ditong mga burgers and fried chicken with fries. Pero bilisan nyo lang yung pagkain because you need to make your way back to Main Street agad or kahit doon sa area in front of the castle to catch the momentous nighttime spectacular which happens at either 8 p.m. Hindi ko alam kung may 8:30 pero minsan 9 p.m. depending on the season. This is Hong Kong Disneyland's jaw-dropping evening show. Para siyang greatest hits album nitong Hong Kong Disneyland. Tapos, naging show. Kasi yung castle, nagiging massive projection screen. Tapos, yung mga scenes from Disney classics, like Lion King, Mulan, Frozen, Coco, naka-project siya dun sa castle. Tapos, may fireworks, may mga naka-project din dun sa fountains na nagda-dance in sync, may lasers, and yung cherry on top, this year, kasi nagse-celebrate sila ng 20th anniversary, meron ding mga drones na nagfo-form ng dazzling shapes above the castle, tapos nakasynchronize din siya. Yun, sobrang ganda nito. So, wag niyong palagpasin. As in, for many, ito yung highlight ng visit sa Hong Kong Disneyland. So, intayin nyo na lang hanggang kung 9 p.m. man siya or 8 p.m., abangan nyo na lang. As soon as it's over, yung mga tao, sabay-sabay sila magfa-flood out of the park. Pwede kayong makisabay, pero you can also stay a little bit longer dito sa park and let the madness pass para mas maka-exit ka ng mas mapayapa. Yung last train naman dito sa Disney Resort Station ay 12:40 a.m. pa, way past midnight as of this recording. So, wala naman talagang dahilan para makipag-unahan or makipagsiksikan sa crowd unless meron kang ibang lakad or nagmamadali ka for whatever reason. And by the way, if at any point you want to buy a souvenir, go for it. There's usually a store at the exit point of every ride. As you can imagine, yung itinerary na to is packed. It is possible, if you're visiting on a weekday of an off-peak season, na marami ka talagang mapuntahan or even lahat, but it can be really challenging on a weekend. If you feel like you're running short of time, again, feel free to skip some of these and again, play it by ear. Just keep an eye on the wait times and decide based on those. In our next video, we'll be counting down our favorite free attractions in Hong Kong. If you don't want to miss that, please subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button, ring the bell beside it, and select all so you're always updated. If you're watching this on Facebook, please like and follow this page too and join our 1 million strong community. Please support us by saving and using these promo codes for discounts. Please like and comment on this video and remember, plan smart, travel safe, and make every trip worth it.